Dave Bradley.
I went to have a look a couple of days later and it had gone. So had somebody stolen it? I thought I'd share that with you. You probably wish I hadn't.
Saturday Breakfast with Bradders. Back this Saturday morning from 6. BBC, Hereford and Worcester.
BBC introducing
Friday session. Friday session.
BBC
Friday session.
Don't forget as well, if you want to get in touch with the show tonight, 81333. Start your message with HW, standard message rates apply.
BBC Hereford and Worcester.
In session tonight.
Time for our first bit of live music then. She's from Worcester. It's Autumn Lily.
You look at me through your heart-shaped glass, ordering me to continue. I see my arms wide open with your thought of misfortune. Can't think to say what I mean. You only been what I've seen. Offered what you will, so I have no fear. Oh, seriously, what did you expect? Your eyes blink mine. It could have been what it was, it could have been pretty fine. And I know why. And I know why. And I know why. And I know why. Oh, seriously, what did you expect? Your eyes blink mine. It could have been what it was, it could have been pretty fine. And I know why. And I know why. And I know why. And I know why. You look at me through your heart-shaped glass, I see you're blinded by the light. It's just a case of what's right. Oh, seriously, what did you expect? Your eyes spinning mine. It could have been what it was, it could have been pretty fine. And I know why. And I know why. And I know why. And I know why. Oh, seriously, what did you expect? Your eyes spinning mine. It could have been what it was, it could have been pretty fine. And I know why. And I know why. And I know why. And I know why. You look at me through your heart-shaped glass, wanting me to continue. I see my arms wide open with your thought of misfortune. Can't think to say what I mean. You only been what I've seen. Offered what you will, so I have no fear. Oh, seriously, what did you expect? Your eyes blink mine. It could have been what it was, it could have been pretty fine. And I know why. And I know why. And I know why. Oh, seriously, what did you expect? Your eyes blink mine. It could have been what it was, it could have been pretty fine. And I know why. And I know why. And I know why.
From Worcester, the sound of Autumn Lily.
Friday session introducing on BBC Hereford and Worcester.
Welcome then, how are you?
I'm alright, thanks.
That's good. It's been busy for you, isn't it? It's kind of all just started, really, isn't it? In the last
definitely.
few months, and all of a sudden, lots of gigs.
Yeah.
How have you gone about going about promoting yourself, first of all?
Just all over the internet, really, like MySpace, Facebook, and stuff like that.
So that's the difficult thing, isn't it? Is, yes, obviously the years in which it takes to try and learn to play an instrument, and then to kind of get your own ideas together, then to come up with the lyrics, then to get the confidence to be able to go out.
Yeah.
It's then actually trying to get the booking in the first place. How have you managed to try and get the venues to give you that booking?
I've actually been quite lucky, really, because Andy O'Hare saw me at an open mic night at the Great Malvern, I think, and he just asked me to play at like a punk night on the Sunday night, which is part of the Worcester Festival, and I was like, yeah.
So all of a sudden you're suddenly getting gigs from an open mic night.
Yeah.
A punk night. Is that how you would describe yourself?
I think so, because it's sort of like different acoustic. It's not really your typical like sing your heart out, like, I don't know.
And fast lyrics.
Yeah.
You almost need an electric guitar, but I like
Yeah.
what you're doing because all of a sudden it makes you different once again.
Yeah.
That's something which you pride yourself on, I guess.
Yeah, that's cool.
So who are you listening to most of all?
I don't know, I like a lot of different stuff. I like stuff from Led Zeppelin to Ellie Goulding to, I don't know, everything.
That's mixed.
Yeah.
I mean, Ellie Goulding, obviously, you know, is completely almost pop commercial, what
Yeah.
with the Star Smith production, which goes on behind her tracks, and also
Yeah.
Mark Ronson kind of producing that. And then to get, you know, our other local celebrity, Robert Plant, kind of thrown into that mix,
Yeah.
that's wide listening. So, and what was the last thing which you bought or downloaded?
I think it was Florence and the Machine.
Right,
This album, yeah.
fantastic. So what's your aims with your music?
I don't know, I just see where it goes, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we've got a few stories for you as a challenge tonight. You've been pre-warned about this, haven't you? And basically, we give you about an hour to come up with a song about any of the 3 stories which are in the papers this week. So, choice of 3. Your first one of India's top cops shot colleagues by suddenly announcing that he had decided to become a woman. Inspector Dicky Panda is the Inspector General of Police in Lucknow, state capital of Pradesh, but the hardened police chief, who made a reputation for getting tough on crime, suddenly turned up for work this month in woman's clothes. That's your first story. The second one is more than 100 naked thrill seekers stripped off to ride into the world record books on a roller coaster. Now, a total of 102 enthusiasts bear all to take their seats on the Green Scream roller coaster at Southend-on-Sea in Essex. There are a photograph of them all naked on the roller coaster on that particular one. Or the third and final one is a US flight attendant has been bailed after he had a row with a passenger on a plane and allegedly fled using the emergency exit slide. The 39-year-old Stephen Slater reportedly became furious with the passenger as the plane arrived at JFK International Airport after a row on takeoff. He was arrested and charged with criminal mischief, trespassing and reckless endangerment. So a choice of 3. Anyone sparkle to you out of those?
Probably the last 2.
The last 2,
Yeah.
okay. There we are. You've got one to choose to come up with in the next hour. But you're going to do another track now.
Yeah.
What's the next one?